Hi, we're starting with unit 5 and the name is food. You know what we're gonna learn here. We're gonna learn how to speak about food, restaurants, etc. Let's get started. So let's start by writing your name here, okay, and then you have to reorder, put in order all these posits to create a text. What do you think is a natural way to start? Maybe with "Hi, I'm Susan," and then what's the next posit that will come after this one? So try to reorganize those posits in order to create a whole text with meaning, que tenga sentido. Reordena estos posits para que el texto tenga sentido, and you can check later the final text, the solution, in the link below. We are now in page number 48. Page 48. And we're starting with 5.1, my fridge. What's your favorite food? What food do you love or hate? Or what drink do you love and hate? You know, this is a fridge. This is one fridge. This is another fridge. What can you put in a fridge? For example, milk. Now look at the people and their fridges. What do you think are their ages, jobs and personalities? Is your fridge at home similar to fridge A or B? You can write down your notes and we can share it in the next class. Puedes escribir tus notas y las compartiremos en la próxima clase. Now, look at the words in the box, in this box. Write fridge A or B next to each item. What things are not in the fridge? You see? We have cheese in fridge B, here. Cheese, fridge B. So can you write A or B next to each of these items? Which one is not in any of the fridges? Write it down and check your answers later. We have cheese, chicken, a banana, an apple, eggs, fruit juice, a pear, peppers, butter, garlic, milk, potatoes, salmon, broccoli, and strawberries. Repeat this with me. Salmon, salmon. You see the L in salmon is mute. No pronunciamos la L en salmón. Salmon. We have a long A, salmon. Now, exercise C. Write the words from the box in the correct word web below. For example, if it's a fruit, we have to write here banana. If it's a vegetable, we have to write it here. If it's a drink here, meat and fish here, and other than fruit, vegetables, drinks, meat and fish, then here. So write down your word web below and share it later with me. Good. We're going now to exercise 1D. Add words to complete the word webs. Use the photo bank on page 157 to help. You have this photo bank in your document with all the pages of the book, and it looks exactly like this. This is the vocabulary, and here what you have to do is matching the names of the food with the photos. For example, number 1, an onion, is 1J, letter J, 1J. So you can carry on doing this, and at the end you can add this vocabulary with the translation to your own language, to your own mother tongue, in the shared link that I have in your course. So this is gonna be our vocabulary bank, okay? And what is the sound of these new words? Well, this is the sound of these words. An onion, beans, a cabbage, peas, a lettuce, spinach, an aubergine, corn on the cob, grapes, an orange, a lemon, tomatoes, oil, cake, biscuits and yogurt, sugar, ice cream, bread, rice, pasta, cereal, noodles, beef, lamb and prawns. Well, now we are doing exercise 2A, countable and uncountable nouns. You see here, write the words from exercise 1B in the correct column below. So we have here words that you can count, countable singular, a banana, countable plural, potatoes, and words you can't count, uncountable, like cheese. So now what you have to do is the list of 1B, these words, you have to add it to these columns. Write 3 columns in your notebook and add all those words in the right column. Now it's time to practice. We're going to listen to the list of words with the listening, and you have to check it. Then, once you have listened to all the words, you listen again and then repeat with the audio.
Unit 5. Food. Recording 1. Countable singular nouns.
A banana. An apple. A pear.
Countable plural nouns.
Potatoes, eggs, strawberries, peppers.
Uncountable nouns.
Cheese. Butter. Garlic. Milk. Chicken. Salmon. Broccoli. Fruit juice.
Countable and uncountable nouns. There are 2 types of nouns in English: countable nouns and uncountable nouns. Countable nouns are things you can count in English. They are singular or plural. A banana or 2 bananas, an apple, potatoes, there is 1 potato, 2 potatoes, 3 potatoes. Uncountable nouns are things you can't count in English. For example, water, rice or bread. We cannot say 2 water. We can say 2 bottles of water, but we cannot count water in English, or rice or bread, rice or bread. They are never plural. We cannot say one water or two rices. We can only say some water or some rice. Drinks are usually uncountable. For example, coffee, tea, juice, but you can say a juice, a glass of juice, or 3 coffees, like 3 cups of coffees. 3 cups of coffee. So 3 coffees means 3 cups of coffee. It is also possible to use containers or amounts with the noun to show quantity. A container is, for example, the glass, when we're talking about water, or the bottle, la botella, or 2 kilos of rice. We can say un paquete, a package of rice, of 2 kilos of rice. So we can count the container, but not actually the noun itself, rice or water. We use a singular verb with uncountable nouns. Water is good for you. We cannot say water are. We have to say water is. Or there's sugar in this coffee. We cannot say there are sugar, because sugar is uncountable, and because it's uncountable is singular. We are doing now exercise 3A. Underline the correct alternative. Underline means subrayar. This is underline. This is underline. So underline the correct alternative. For example, I love cheese or I love cheeses. What do you think is the correct alternative here? Well done. It's cheese, because cheese is uncountable, and we said uncountable are singular. So now you do the rest with the rest of the sentences, and check your answers with the key that you have on the online course. Okay, now we know which one the correct options are. Change the food, drink words to make the sentences above true for you. For example, because I love cheese is the correct alternative, maybe I don't like cheese and I prefer other food. For example, I love meat, or I love oranges. That's a way to make the sentences above true for you. So carry on with the rest of the sentences. I really like, so instead of bananas you have to use the word of the food that you really like.